go on. Just spill them.
Fine. Okay. So basically, we just want to explain a little bit about what our stories were, right? Just like why we're here today and what brought us here. It's only been a couple months, and we each have very different stories. So for me, actually, Kathleen told me about Arbonne and Amy. I didn't know Amy then, and I thought, I'll just eat healthier. It's fine. It'll be cheaper and it'll be on my terms and it'll be fine and I'll just eat healthier. But there was no structure. I have no, as a law student, which two of you understand, it's hard to fit in everything and to hold yourself accountable. So eventually, just the dog in the so eventually, long story short, when I finally met Amy and we were talking, and after Kathleen's story, which she'll tell you about afterwards, I saw some results and I thought, you know what, I'm tired of being, basically the things that I wanted to change were, I had always had acne, constantly. I had acne in high school and did Accutane, which is really not good for your body as a whole. We've all heard stories since, and so it came back when I was an adult, and I just felt like I'm in law school, I'm about to embark on this career, but I don't feel or look like a professional adult woman. And so after talking with Amy, and Amy will also share her story, skincare was something that I was really intrigued by. And so I first just thought I would start with the products, the Healthy Living, oh wait, that's not it. Yes, Healthy Living. Because it was sort of, I had seen Kathleen's results and I had thought, oh, that worked for her, maybe it'll work for me. It's only 30 days, I'll try it. I'd heard about the effects of dairy and gluten on skin. And so I did 30 days and I saw results and I was sort of very surprised actually, because I've tried so many things and I had tried eliminating gluten and dairy before. But this was different. It was more of a hold yourself accountable. There are groups that hold you accountable. There was Kathleen and I think we're doing it again at the same time. And I saw results. And now as far as skin alone, I'm wearing one product, which is like tinted sunscreen. And it had never been like that before. I had always had it, what did I say earlier? I said that I looked in the mirror to make sure that it wasn't too bad before I went to the grocery store. Like, oh, I should probably put makeup on to go to the grocery store because I felt so insecure and horrible about the way that my skin looked. And so to be able to have that change is really, truly like a completely new perspective on how I look. And that was just the skin. And then the great side effect of also removing some of the toxins and not having as many gluten and dairy filled products was that I lost some weight, and I realized sort of recently that I didn't hate being in pictures. I don't love being in pictures, but it's a process, and if someone accidentally takes your picture, or over the Christmas holiday, I even saw my family members were taking pictures all over, aunts and uncles and dads and everybody taking pictures, like, oh, we're all together, let's all take pictures, and I would have hated that. I would have hated seeing them on Facebook the next week. And I didn't. I didn't hate it, and even felt kind of good about it. And I there are certain goals I still have, but I really appreciate that this product actually worked for me, even though I've definitely spent years trying different diets and trying different things. And so the fact that it not only helped me lose weight and feel better, but also made me less self-conscious and have a different perspective, a different approach to food and products and what's going in my body, is why I decided I wanted to share it. And so that's when I decided to become someone who tells people about it and become a consultant, is the technical term. And that's why we're here today. So it's sort of, this is the beginning of what we want to share it with people, whatever that amounts to becoming. The future will find out. But it really helped me, and I want it to be able to help others if they can resonate with any part of my story. And that's, I think where I will turn it over to you to explain your story.
Okay, so you guys kind of already know a little bit of my story, but I've always struggled with losing weight, and this summer I hit a really low point when I was just gaining weight. I was eating healthy and working out more and walking more, and I just thought living a better lifestyle, and it still wasn't enough. I was just rapidly gaining weight. And then I went to the doctor after having like really intense side pain, and I had just a giant cyst, and they didn't know what to do, and they didn't know like if they should do surgery or whatever. So then fast forward a few weeks, and I was just constantly bloated and in pain and just needed to try something new. Healthy eating wasn't working alone, working out wasn't working. I needed a complete lifestyle change. So I finally took Amy up on her offer.
Aww.
And I was like, when is the next 30 days? I'm ready. Let's do this. And I just went all in, having no idea what would come from it, but seeing her results with her skin. I didn't have the same problems, but I was like, if this can, I had seen before and afters, and people lost a lot of weight and just inflammation, which was my main issue and the main thing that I needed fixed. So fast forward a few weeks, and I was a couple weeks into the 30 days to healthy living, and I found out I had PCOS, and the 30 days just really, like, at the end of it, I had lost 5 pounds and just so much bloat. Like, my stomach just wasn't sticking out anymore. It was actually, like, it looked normal again, which was amazing because it hadn't been normal, I think, for like a really long time, and I just didn't notice it. And yeah, it's just helped me kind of maintain and really feel good about myself. I have more energy, I'm not in as much pain, and yeah, I guess that's my story.
So,
Oh, and I became a consultant because after getting Heather on board, I realized like this really, and I did another 30 days with her, I realized that like this is something that really works, and if people are in as much pain as me, like they should, like, who said that this morning? I'm selfish for not sharing it. So I want to, yeah. I'm selfish for not sharing this, and yeah.
so I found Arbonne 2 years ago, and I was only interested in the skincare. I had cystic acne I hated, and I would run to the med spa every month to get a cortisone shot in those pimples, and I knew that wasn't good for me, but I didn't have another solution. And when I met Sherry, she offered me a skincare solution that was a dramatic enough change that could be crazy enough to work. And so I was willing to let it work. And when she told me about the 30 days, I politely multiple times said, not for me. I don't have the weight to lose. I can't afford to lose any weight, so I can't do any of those kinds of programs. Well, I had a strict diet of the morning of candy bars and potato chips, and some evening candy as well. I ate pretty much horribly, and I had no idea that really that type of diet for me was causing the acne, one, was also causing me to be exhausted, not sleep well either. My blood pressure was incredibly low because of it, and I had horrible stomach issues. I did learn that through the 30 Days to Healthy Living because I thankfully finally listened to Sherry. And I have been a consultant for 2 years, but after seeing the transformation in Kathleen, I really truly realized that I would be selfish not to share this. I would be selfish not to help others in the same problem because I have so many friends with PCOS or any other anything. And I am well on my way to earning my R1 Mercedes this year.
Oh wow,
Yay,
Thank you. So I am so excited to be able to help more people and make more of an impact through these two amazing girls and any others. So I'm going to go into a little bit of the history of the company. Arbonne